That's right!
Welcome to The Know. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm Mica Burton.
And we've got another gaming service hack on our hands.
Oh boy!
This time, not PSN. I know, surprise. No, it's Xbox Live accounts.
Aw.
However, not on the same scale as the hacks we've seen in the past. This particular hack's actually apparently been happening to thousands of individual accounts over the course of several years, resulting in millions of fraudulent credit card purchases. Wait, is that better or worse?
I'm not quite sure, but don't worry, if it had happened to your account, you would probably have noticed by now. All of this hacking was discovered when Microsoft filed a lawsuit to a federal California court this week, alleging that a Chinese gaming website has been hacking Microsoft accounts since 2015, stealing more than $2 million from users and selling stolen digital goods for profit.
Well, kind of you to get around to filing the complaint now, Microsoft. They're now accusing the Chinese company of trademark infringement, computer fraud, and Abuse Act violations, and RICO racketeering, and we all know that one's a big deal because of the movie. Plus, they're all asking for damages to be paid back to them, understandably.
Yikes, this is really sticky. The website in question is IG Sky, a website where you can grab digital goods and currency for a number of popular games on the cheap. IG Sky describes itself as a world-leading MMORPG service company, and we provide professional game currency, power leveling accounts, CD key and item service for many online games.
Now, none of that actually sounds shady at all, right?
Yeah.
Super above board. When you look at their site, they'll sell you all kinds of stuff like FIFA and Madden coins, for instance. In fact, you can grab suspiciously low prices on virtual currencies from a ton of other games like Black Desert, Blade and Soul, CSGO, Grand Theft Auto 5, NBA 2K17, Pokemon Go, cause that's an important one, and Rocket League too.
That sounds so on the up and up, nothing wrong with that at all. And according to the complaint Microsoft filed, just about all of those goods came from hacked accounts, and in Microsoft's case, hacked Xbox Live accounts, dating all the way back to 2015 and totaling more than $2 million.
Microsoft said in a statement to The Verge, Microsoft is committed to providing customers with safe and secure online experiences. We filed these lawsuits to protect our Xbox customers from the illegal trafficking of stolen property.
The complaint documents detail Microsoft's investigation into the theft, revealing that Microsoft started investigating these breaches back in late 2016, once they were aware of just how many Microsoft games were listed on IG Sky.
As part of the lawsuit, Microsoft also submitted testimony from its senior investigator who detailed the whole ordeal. Apparently, Microsoft started making test purchases on IG Sky, and each purchase resulted in hijacked Microsoft accounts and fraudulent purchases with user credit cards.
So this is what Microsoft's tests uncovered.
That they stole from themselves accidentally.
Oopsies! Microsoft's investigators would make a purchase on IG Sky for, let's say, 11,000 FIFA points for about $60. But the actual price of FIFA points on the platform is around $130 for 12,000 points. So soon after, they received an email with login credentials for a separate Microsoft account and asked the investigators to please spend the points as soon as possible and do not use this account as your main account.
Yeah, it sounds legit, bro.
Wow.
On the actual Microsoft side, they saw that the account supplied to the investigator by IG Sky was actually 8 years old, with a recent password and username change to make it look like it came officially from IG Sky, followed by purchases for the FIFA points.
Naturally, the actual owner of that account started contacting Microsoft soon after, saying they were locked out of their account and there were purchases that they didn't authorize on their credit card.
Oh yes, I'm sorry, we made those. Our bad.
Whoopsie. So Microsoft kindly set them up with a new account and refunded the purchases, which is basically what they've done every time IG Sky has done this over the last couple of years.
So TLDR version, every time someone makes a purchase for an Xbox Live related game, these guys hack an account and just steal the money.
Lovely, lovely company. They were able to see this same series of events play out about 6 times by their investigative team in just under a month.
Whoa.
They said that they could spot thousands of other items that IG Sky has done so, dating back to 2015 and totaling more than $2 million in fraudulent purchases.
What's maybe most worrying of all here is that Microsoft isn't really sure how IG Sky compromised so many accounts in the first place. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're looking at some kind of systemic breach of Xbox Live accounts.
According to the court documents, Microsoft has already put a stop to tens of thousands of unauthorized access attempts by IG Sky within their system alone, and they believe that the accounts affected were compromised by means outside of Xbox Live, perhaps through phishing or breaches on another service.
Like maybe the people went to one of those, hey, free Xbox Live money things and filled in their information, and there you go.
Yeah, don't do that, guys. Seriously, you'd be surprised how many of your accounts are on searchable databases on the dark web. The dark web is a scary place.
You could say it's a dark place. As you can imagine, hacking accounts and stealing millions from Microsoft customers, resulting in Microsoft dishing out over $2 million in customer service refunds, which is a lot of money for refunds. It comes with a fairly stiff penalty, which is why the charges in Microsoft's lawsuit are no joke.
In addition to listing these transgressions as violating the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, which often results in stiff fines and 5 to 10 years in prison per offense, yikes, and also infringing Microsoft trademarks, they're also accusing them of a RICO racketeering conspiracy.
That's the movie one.
Yes.
So that was pretty heavy. You'll probably recognize it from films. It's typically how the good guys stop organized crime when they're not doing it with their fists or with superpowers, because it penalizes racketeering as part of an ongoing criminal enterprise. The penalty for a single RICO charge is 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine, or if your offense is greater than $250,000, which these ones kind of are, twice the amount of the offense. Now, considering these guys have stolen millions, it's gonna add up pretty quickly.
But do all these super serious charges mean IG Sky will soon be brought to justice for their crimes against Microsoft and Xbox users? Well, yeah, sadly it's not very likely. And that's mostly because the company operates, in China and does a lot to cover its tracks.
And unfortunately, US courts don't have all that much jurisdiction, that is to say any jurisdiction in China. Microsoft even says in its lawsuit that it doesn't have many tools to learn more about where exactly IG Sky does its business or who the specific people are that are responsible for all these breaches.
Plus, once criminals like this are found out, they tend to delete all their records and set up shop under a new name and, just continue business as usual.
And as such, Microsoft has asked the court to freeze all domestic assets associated with the company, like anything involving their PayPal accounts here in the States. So they asked them to freeze their PayPal until the matter is settled, and without any advance notice either. And it's basically the only hope Microsoft has in getting some of the stolen moolah back. Although, $2 million, yes, it's kind of a drop in the bucket for a company the size of Microsoft, but it's not that. There's more to it.
Still, if Microsoft lost $2 million from these guys, there's no telling how many millions have been lost by all the other games and platforms listed on their website, because, wow, there are quite a few of those.
Right, so the good news is that these hacks probably haven't reached your account, or if they have, you probably already called Microsoft to get your money back and figure out what is going on. Even still though, generally good practice to update any old passwords you haven't changed in a while. Don't give your password to anyone. No one is gonna give you free credit on Xbox Live. They're just not. That's you selling yourself.
Yes. And the bad news is that because digital currencies are a thing and there are people out there willing to steal them and make a profit by selling them on the cheap, we will probably, and by probably I mean we definitely, see more instances of this in the future.
Yeah, so what do you guys think of Microsoft going after IG Sky for stealing millions from Xbox Live users? What superhero can we enlist to help us get justice since, well, unfortunately this whole international thing is tricky? Let us know in the comments. We're looking for the best vigilantes.
I'm voting for Microtransaction Man!
Nope.
No. But for future updates on nefarious ne'er-do-wells in the gaming world, and not Microtransaction Man apparently, like this video, and if you're new around here, subscribe to the know.
Mica, he's a villain. We've been over this.
Microtransaction Man!
No! He's a bad guy.
What if he's like a weird, Red Hood vigilante? You
No.
can't really tell if he's good or bad.
Dude, he's like a pre-order man's best friend.
Oh, that's a comic.
Pre-order man and Microtransaction